Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope you're all having a great Saturday and a great weekend. Today is European Town Saturday and I'm working on the bottom. As you can see here, there's the top way up here. So, well, it's not very far. It's not that wide this way, but yeah, I thought we'd work on a big space and go from there. So how is everybody doing? I hope you're all having a good time and a good weekend. You're doing fun things. And if you're stuck inside because of the heat or other things, well, enjoy that time and take time to stitch. Yeah. So yesterday, went to my daughter's house about 10:30ish, and my grandson, he was gone helping the little old ladies again. And so my granddaughter was there. And so my daughter and my granddaughter and I all went to lunch at our favorite restaurant. That was fun. It was busy, busy, busy there. But it didn't take very long to get waited on, and we had a very nice lunch and got to sit there and chat and do girly things, you know. Then we went to the thrift store there in town, and I found a vase. Whoops, everything's attaching. So let me bring you up. Hopefully, come on, Betsy. Betsy does not want to cooperate today, and this thing keeps falling off, so we'll just let it get out of the way. So I found this really pretty vase. I know it's not old. I don't believe it says made in China, and then it says 20 on the bottom. So it probably came from Pier 1 import, but I don't care. But it's kind of embossed, and it needs to be washed, but other than that, yeah, it'll add to my collection there. So yeah, I was really pleased with that. And I found some little, we had this place. Okay, let me preface this. Down there, you know where the other thrift store is in Salida, they had this store and they sold bulk foods in the day, and they would also sell bulk meat and that kind of thing. But they, right before they closed, because they closed not too long after I got here from Kansas back in 2015. They closed in 16 or 17. And they had a whole bunch of restaurant wear. And, you know, like like ice cream sundae things and glasses that were restaurant wear from like the 50s, 60s, you know, with the little lines on them, you know, that were kind of, I don't know how to, ridged, if you will, all the way around. I don't know if anybody remembers that kind of restaurant wear. But, and they had plates and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, yesterday I found some little, I call them sherbet glasses, because they're very round. They're about that big around, and they're real thick, like lead glass. You know what I mean? So I got 2 of them. So I thought, you know, I could have 2 of them. I didn't see any more like little anchor hawking, oh, what were they? Little sauce dishes, you know, that I collect. I didn't see any of those. So, yeah, I got those and that vase, and that was it. So, it wasn't real big and exciting, but, yeah, my granddaughter, she found a pair of shorts. Woo! Oh, and my daughter was not happy with my granddaughter. She got these shoes. I think she got them from the thrift store, had to have them because she went shopping there. So she found this like weeks ago. She found this blue, now mind you, she's 9, okay? And she's very petite and skinny because she's 9. Found this blue velour dress, or velvet dress of some kind, with these sequins like glued onto the velour, and it fits her just perfect, except it about comes down to mid-calf on her, you know, I mean, it's a little long. But the rest of it, you know, fits her like a glove. And then she picked out these shoes that were like wedge, I don't know what else to call them. They were like wedge shoes, but they and they're made out, they've got leather on the top, and then it's kind of got like a high top affair that comes above your ankle, and the whole thing laces up. Yeah, my granddaughter insisted that she wear them to lunch because she was going to have to be fancy because she was going to lunch with Grandma. Holy hell. Don't drag me into this. Oh, God. So she stumbled around and walked all through the thrift store and went to lunch in her fancy shoes. I was like, oh my goodness. Okie dokie. So I didn't say anything. When I got to my daughter's house, I said, what's the matter? Because my daughter had her arms folded and she had a serious look on her face. And I'm like, what's wrong now, right? Well, we're having this discussion about her wearing these shoes. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because I'd seen these the day before. But my granddaughter wasn't there to tell me about them. She didn't want her to wear them shoes. And I said, I just looked at my daughter and I just didn't open my mouth. Isn't that how we're supposed to do that, you know? Just keep your mouth shut and keep moving? Grandma has no opinion. This is all between y'all two. Because, no. But, oh, Lord. I have no idea, but I wasn't getting involved in that little discussion. But my granddaughter insisted she could walk in them. She was fine. She's walking like a Chinese lady, you know, just like this, and shuffling her feet as she's walking. And of course, they don't really fit her. I mean, they are probably 3 sizes too big for her. And the only thing holding them on her feet were the straps around her ankles. I was like, oh my God. Okay, here we go. Yeah. She didn't fall down. Oh, she fell down once, but I mean, it wasn't like flat on her face or anything. She just fell on her butt because those shoes have, what do you call that stuff? You know, that stuff that makes them non-slick. Her feet in front of the other and tangled up, and she just kind of plopped down more than fell down. I was like, okie dokie, are we ready to go home yet? Grandma can't handle anymore. Oh, geez. Yeah, it's fun. Oh, Lord, but she was bound and determined to wear them shoes. Like, oh, goodness. Oh, she'll probably be a senior in high school before they ever fit her feet. So, we'll see. We'll see. But Grandma has no opinion. Whatever you want to do, Mom, it's fine with me. This is your child, not mine. So, yeah. Are we having fun yet? So yeah, that was about the extent of our day, and I came home and, you know, believe it or not, the whole day was so dang busy, I forgot to even take a nap. And it was just, I just sat down and got cooled off. Thank God I turned on the air conditioner before I left. Forethought, I'm telling you. So I just kind of sat there and stitched all day on my, we call him the rainbow owl. I don't know what else to call him. And that's about all I worked on. So, yeah. Oh, I wanted to tell you about a new channel. Her name is Bridgette, And that's Bridgette. It looks like Brigitte, but it's Bridget. And her channel name is StampedStitcher. And she made her first video yesterday. So, go visit her channel. Show her some love. She's got projects. She does stamped cross stitch. That's what she likes to do. So, but she had her first video, so everybody go, yay! Good job. For sure. I mean, some days it takes great guts to just put yourself out there. Believe me, it was like, wow. It took me a good month and a half before I was even comfortable with sitting here talking to myself, or to Molly as it was, you know, and nobody around, and yeah. So it felt like an experience. The first 50 videos felt like an experience in terror in themselves. You know, was I going to mess up or whatever, you know. I didn't know what was going to happen. I figured the sky was going to fall. But it didn't, so here we are. A few years later, still doing this. So, way to go, girlfriend. I will put the name of her channel in the description box below. And that way you'll know where to go. It's stamped and then capital S, Stitcher, you know, but it's all together. I'll put it in the description below. And that way you can see it. Oh, yes. Yes, I told you this morning that I had a little counted thing that I was going to tell you about. So, while I'm at my daughter's, you know, yesterday we were talking, not yesterday, the day before we were talking about it. And so, I'm like, just give me the thing and I'll do it myself, right? Oh, why did I put that needle way up there? Okay, hold on. Organizational skills here. Give me a second. I gotta find a home for that, or else it's gonna tip over. So, backward, like, I don't know if it was 1 or 2, probably 2 years ago, I bought my daughter a stamped cross stitch. And hang on just a second. Right, I'm back. So I bought her this stamped cross stitch, right, of this dragon, because she likes dragons too. And it's no small thing. It's like 399 squares by 561 squares. Actual size, I think, is 80 by 110. Here's the front page. Yeah. And I don't know, I don't remember where I got it from. Yeah. And I gave it to her for her birthday, thinking, you know, because that's when I was teaching my granddaughter, and I figured she had one and she could show Abby, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, well, it intimidated her because it has 80 colors and it's huge. And it's very, very wide. I don't know how wide 80 centimeters is here. Hang on. So it's like 31.5 inches wide by 43 inches up and down. So she put it off, and finally, so yesterday, she said, just take it home. And I'm like, okay, you don't want it? She's like, no. I opened it up and there's 80 colors, Mom. And I can't, I just can't. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'll just take it home. I'll stitch it on my own time. No big deal. So I get home and it was driving me insane. So I opened it up and I did not realize that it was a 14 count. Oh yeah, gets worse. So I proceed to start up here, and when you're looking at this whole thing, and you can see all the stamp part, it is nothing but confetti hell. I was like, oh, not today. Well, I thought, okay, okay, it's 14 count. Take a deep breath. You can do this. I'll just do this in half cross stitch. I started in. No, that didn't cover it. Crap. So I took that out. And I thought, well, I'll do that in half cross stitch with 3 strands. So I doubled the thread that I had. No. That made it 6 strands. I could barely get that needle through the canvas. And then I remembered somebody said it was 4 strands that you're supposed to use on half cross stitch. By that time, I'd already talked myself into full cross 2 strands, right? Yeah, I stitched on it for about a half an hour, and then I put it down because I couldn't handle it anymore. Yeah. It was intimidating me. Not intimidating, but just more than I bargained for today. I just, So there it sits. So I have no idea what the hell I'm going to do with it. But I ordered it from either VIP, Everyday E-Crafts, or Biggest Craft. And I don't even know if they still have it. And it is a Joy Sunday kit. So, I got nothing, guys. I just got nothing. And I don't think... No, that's all the sticker says. It doesn't have the product number on it at all. But I was going to look and see if they had it, perhaps in an 11 count. Of course, it'd probably be 150 centimeters long and 95 centimeters that way, you know, being in 11 count. So, I don't know. It's just not happening. So, I'll think about it for a while. Just think about it. And this was not something that I got, you know, from... I mean, I got it from one of the stores that I do reviews for, but I actually paid for it because it was so big. So, yeah. I even perhaps could have gotten it from AliExpress. I got nothing. I've slept a couple times since then, so I sure as hell don't even remember where I got it from. And maybe someday I will pick it up and do something. I told her I'll send it back to her for her 50th wedding anniversary. You know, hopefully I'll be dead and they'll burn the whole thing with me, you know. No, I don't know. It's just too much. Not this week. I told you, those big 14 counts, and this is only a partial. It's just too much. Every third stitch is 4 different other, what do you call it, colors. So, maybe, you know, when I get rich and famous, I'll pay somebody to finish it for me. But I just can't. It's like, what have we gotten ourselves into? Did find out that from one of those stores that I do a review for, they now have, hang on, I need a drink. Dying of thirst today. They do have 18 count in 20 by 20s centimeters, that is. So I don't know what those would be like, and they are erasable, or you know, water soluble, if you will. So we'll see. We'll see. just not making a whole lot of progress today. I don't know how I got all the way down here. I know how I got here, but dang. I just kept going. Ding, 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 ding. So we're heading back up here. That's what happens when I stitch and talk at the same time. So, no grand plans for today, just this video and the one you had this morning from DP Clubs. That's about all I got going. Oh, almost forgot to pull it, and then I'll have it all wrapped together there. I thought we'd start down here where we had less material and less other stitching. It might be a little bit easier to stitch on. Did I tell you I'm using B52? No, it's 3865. Sorry, wrong one. That kit was, the dragon was B5200. Oh my goodness, I'm losing it, people. I'm losing it. Too much to keep track of, I think. Cat's in there in her box, scratching around. Got her new cat litter. Was it yesterday? Or was it today? It was yesterday I did that. Jeez. Or not yesterday, the day before. No, it was yesterday because I took out the rest of the trash on Thursday, I think. Yeah. I wanted to get it there before the guys showed up to empty it, thinking that the lid would be open, but oh hell no. Yeah. I barely got that bag in there, I'm telling you. Oh my, we're talking trash again. Talking trash again. Holy cow. My granddaughter wanted to diamond paint yesterday, but Grandma was all pooped out from lunch and the thrift store, so I told her maybe tomorrow or today. So we'll see if she still wants to do it. Alright guys, I think that is going to be it for today. Like I said, we just got a few stitches. Man, this canvas is just, it needs to be crunched up. It's pretty thick where canvas goes. About 1/8 of an inch thick. But, I mean, it'll hold this all up, you know, when it's completed, you know, in the next century. But which is a good thing, you know, to have that heavy-duty fabric on something that big. So anyway, thanks for joining me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.